Hello staff, welcome to our second flipped staff meeting. I send you the video, I send you the agenda. We show up on Wednesday morning at 7:30 in Mr. Butterfield's room and we have a chance to discuss, and we make it go a little quicker than this. It's Monday, hence my casual look. Hope you're having a great Monday. Remember, it's a little foggy today if you think back by the time we get there. And so here's where we go. Once again, grades and eligibility, and I say to you again, the grade book is open. What I wrote last week in video is still there again, and that is, I said first eligibility is going to be run. Last week's eligibility was not good. That was not a fun experience, and I'm really almost at wit's end of trying to help people understand it's vitally important that those grades are updated weekly. I understand some of you have a unique style of grading, and I understand those of you that are in project-based sort of things, but there has to be something. There has got to be something that you are doing on a weekly basis to let students know and to let parents know how students are doing in your class. This is not college. This is not, it's going to be based on one thing at the end. It is not. And something has to give and something has to change. Otherwise, the message I'm getting is grades aren't important and eligibility is not important. And if somebody wants to correct that for me, but that's the only message I can get by the lack of concern there seems to be about this. Some teachers last week got some emails from parents who were pretty upset about not being contacted about how their child had done in first semester, let alone how children were doing now. And so it's time to correct that. I know of only one other action to take, and that is not a threat, but it truly is. And if I get backed into that corner, then that's the corner I get. But I'm going to say it again, so it's right out there. It is your responsibility to have regular updates, and I believe they need to be weekly. And you know that eligibility is going to be run on Tuesday morning, so do it before Tuesday morning. I don't know the excuse for not having that done. So it's time. Complaints about lesson plans. Well, I sure am glad we have to do this on the web and then turn around and give assignments to kids. I don't know, I guess that's just going what I call the second mile. And that is, with kids, sometimes you do go the second mile. Not every parent's got internet access, not every parent is savvy, and I know that there are teachers who are giving assignments where not all the activities are on the web, not every handout is scanned and on the web. When we get to that point, I maybe will cut a little bit of slack, but there's always going to be some parents out there and some kids who don't have internet access. So yep, when parents call in and say, and will you get their assignments together, you bet your bottom dollar we'll get their assignments together. And what happens if they don't show up? I don't know. All I know is we've done what we can do in that regard. You've done a good job with lockdowns, and I give you again a reminder of lockdowns and the procedures. Parent-teacher conferences are coming up a week from today on the 4th of February, 12 noon to 8 o'clock. We've got some food coming in. Now's your chance. Set a schedule. I don't want all staff to be eating at the same time. That people that come in have nowhere to go. And I know we've got some issues. What if you got? Well, we're going to say this is the time we're taking a lunch break or a supper break, and if your supper break is scheduled for 5 o'clock and there are 3 or 4 parents waiting there, you're just going to say, this was the time my lunch break was scheduled for. I'm going to be gone for the next 20 minutes. Please come back. And we will try to, if we get a schedule out, it'll say, these teachers have lunch during these times, so they can plan accordingly again. Good to have Kelly Swanda hired. She is on with us full time. She'll be here every day now, and so we're excited. We're learning processes. Please be patient with us as we do that. Speaking of processes, we've got SKIP team. The SKIP team, remember, is that team that is here to help support students when they are failing or exhibiting those behaviors that keep them from being academically successful. Staff, you received an email a week ago about that, more than a week ago, from John Sohm. Review it. I've attached it onto this again, and I've highlighted it a little bit. Key component, your contact with parents. When students are failing or not doing well in your class, you have got to make that contact. you wouldn't ask your folks to speak for you. You know, I mean, don't expect somebody else to speak for you. They don't know what's going on in that class. Make a contact with parents. Give the effort. Give the try. And documentation of that is pretty important. You know that we're going through some changes in maintenance. We have interviewed people. By the time this meeting happens on Wednesday, we hopefully have interviewed 4 individuals, and that a decision has been made. Whether that person accepted it or not, I don't know. Please hang tight. Thank you for those of you that have helped out. I think you're seeing I'm learning some things. Mr. Butterfield and Mr. Henson and Ms. Ritz are probably the greatest recipients of my new knowledge about how the facility of this whole facility works in the HVAC system. I'm surprised. It's not rocket science, but it takes a little learning. I'm glad of its work. We've found some other glaring issues that I think will be solved quickly, and things that I wish we never would have gone through, but I wasn't privy to some of that information. Security, after hours, please come in one of 2 doors. Yes, there may be a million cars in the parking lot. You're going to save yourself some trouble and some heartbreak if you come in through the northwest door or the kitchen door. Green means good to go. Red means the system's off. If you don't know how to operate the security and you come on weekends, please let me know. Tired of Sonatrol calls, tired of Cass County calls. The great news is I kind of know when people are going to have practices, so I know if there's something going on or people in the building. It's the one that kind of hit me off, that off kilter. I'm not really sure. Dr. Johnson is really concerned about staff absences. Certainly, you have to take care of illnesses and we have to take care of activities. She is concerned about extended absences coming because of vacations, travel, things that are just kind of a luxury item. Her concern is time out of the classroom. 149 days we have at Conestoga. How much can we really miss there and not create a significant impact on kids? So, those are the things I have. The biggest discussion item is going to be parent-teacher conferences and how we set our lunch schedule. If there are other things that you've got, we'll do it then. Thanks for watching the video, and see you Wednesday at 7:30. Bye.